Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we head to East Brunswick High School for the gymnastics team's senior night before a home meet versus North Brunswick. And then we go from the gym to the high school parking lot for the 4th annual Freecycle event, sponsored by the Friends of the East Brunswick Environmental Commission. And the Daniel Pearl Education Center at Temple B'nai Shalom held an annual concert in memory of the journalist who was kidnapped and murdered by the Taliban in 2002. Plus, we have a special voice of experience dealing with Medicare open enrollment that seniors won't want to miss. And our first edition of In Our Schools focuses on homecoming week that recently wrapped up at East Brunswick High School. All this and more, so stay with us.
So this is our last home meet of the season, which is always dedicated to our seniors. Senior night is very special. You can tell I get all choked up when we introduce our seniors in the very beginning of the competition. It's been such a wonderful journey for the past 4 years with them, and it always is, and it's just so sad to see them go, and it's very heartfelt, so we will miss them a lot. We had 3 seniors today. We have Michelle Yam, who's our captain. We have Natalie Kowalik, and we have Kylie Feldman. And all 3 seniors competed on every single event, vault, bars, beam, and floor. And it was great to have them competing, and they did a wonderful job. I always wish my seniors, especially these 3, the best of luck in the future. They are so motivated, hardworking, and they persevere through everything. And I know that's exactly what they're going to bring when they go into college. And a couple of them are going to be doing gymnastics in college, and I know they're going to be a great asset to whatever team they go to. So our season started off pretty well. We didn't have our full lineup yet. We had a couple injuries at the beginning of the season. And then once we had some girls come back, our scores started going up. And it's been great. We've had our ups and downs. We still haven't had our best meet of the season yet. And hopefully that will be this weekend at GMC's. We haven't had our GMC yet, so this weekend will be great to watch because the girls are healthy, they're ready to go, they're motivated, and then after that we have our state sectional, which should also be a great competition.
This is Vivian Leung reporting for This Week in East Brunswick, and today we're at the East Brunswick High School for the 4th annual Freecycling Day event.
Well, for a long time we tried to figure out a way that people can exchange, their stuff, things people don't need and things that people do need, instead of throwing everything away and items ending up at the, in good condition ending up at the landfill. And quite a while ago, I had a conversation with Raviv Moore, who has a waste disposal company, and he said that he would be more than happy to help us with cleaning up at the end of the event. And he can take items, he can sort the items, and everything that can go to recycling, he will take to recycling and dispose of everything else.
Can you describe what Freecycling is?
Recycling is just what it sounds like, free. People bring stuff they don't need. People come to pick up stuff that they do need. In that process, it's free of charge for everyone. In that process, in doing that, they're basically getting to the highest point of recycling, which is reusing.
And I understand this is the 4th annual Freecycling event. Last year couldn't happen because of Sandy. So how special is it this year?
Well, it's very special to be able to do it, especially since we lost it last year. The one we had earlier this year in the spring was very important to us also because we had a number of people from South River and Sayreville who have lost their homes and all of their possessions who were able to come here and get clothes, furniture, toys, etc. for their families. So that was very important to us.
And so 2 years ago, in 2011, we had the first event, and it was a huge success. And and we keep doing it twice a year.
Councilwoman Picken, what brings you to the Freecycling Day event?
Well, years ago I came up with the idea of Freecycle because I was actually driving up by Boston in Connecticut and took a wrong turn into a recycling location where people were dropping stuff off and other people could pick stuff back up. So I became aware of this issue of Freecycling where people could drop stuff off and other people could reuse it. And since we are trying to keep things out of the landfill and increase our recycling, this seemed like a great way, and especially with the economy when we went through that really difficult period, not only was it a great way to recycle, but it enabled people to get a lot of things for free. In East Brunswick, when I would walk around, I would see people throw out bicycles or threw out picnic tables or things that were really great and other people could have used, and it just seemed to me, unfortunate that we were just cavalierly tossing it in the garbage. So Freecycle really accomplishes a lot of things. It's been a huge success, and the Friends of the Environmental Commission were able to get it going and keep it going. So we've been doing it a couple of years now. It's been growing over the years. It's all volunteer, so it doesn't cost the township anything, and it really helps us to, as I said, keep our costs down and bring the community together and have people reuse and not just be so wasteful.
And I understand that last year's event got canceled because of Superstorm Sandy. So how special is this Freecycling Day?
I think it's I didn't think about it, but that's an excellent question. I think people had a lot of stuff to bring for last year, and I'm sure they saved it and bring it today. And I'm sure that there are people who lost a lot of stuff because of the storm, and they can pick up things.
So how does one become a member, and once you are a member, what is your involvement in the commission?
It's very easy to become a member. You go on the website and you just give us your contact information, and then as I mentioned, we send email notifications. There are volunteer opportunities for events like this. We always ask members if they can come and help. And we just keep you informed on this and other events that we do, such as the days for the salamander migration that we invite people to join, moth nights in the summer.
How can the audience learn more about Freecycling Day?
friendsebhs.com. There's a Freecycling page, and all the information is there. So there's information about previous events, there's information on what you can bring and what we ask you not to bring. It's all there.
I hope you enjoyed the Freecycling Day event at the East Brunswick High School. This is the fall event. There's another one in the spring. Please be sure to check out their website, and I'll see you next week for This Week in East Brunswick.
Recently, the Daniel Pearl Education Center at Temple B'nai Shalom held its annual Daniel Pearl World Music Day, featuring John Nobile's Summer Swing Orchestra and members of the Odessa Klezmer Band. Let's take a look.
Tonight is the annual Daniel Pearl World Music Days concert. That is an annual function that's sponsored by the Daniel Pearl Foundation. We have been a participating member since its inception 12 years ago after Daniel Pearl got assassinated. Daniel Pearl was the Mideast and Asian editor for the Wall Street Journal at the time of his kidnapping and assassination in 2002. He actually was born in Princeton and lived in New Brunswick in the early part of his life, and then his family moved to Los Angeles, and he moved all over the world working for the Wall Street Journal. And his writings were quite interesting in that they were always very non-judgmental, and he was always trying to look for reasons why people acted the way they did in a very non-judgmental way. So that's what made him quite interesting to us. Professor Pearl, Daniel's father, was here with us at the opening of the Daniel Pearl Education Center, and we suggested him many different types of programs that he might put together to perpetuate Daniel's memory and his legacy and his love of music. And this was one of the things that he put together, and this is now a worldwide concert that's gone on in all continents, and there are literally thousands of musicians that have participated in this over the years.
Don't your arms feel lonesome when your baby packs up and leaves? Well, I'm going up the mountain to call that baby of mine. I'm going up the mountain to call that baby of mine. But something tells me he's not coming back this time. Well, I'm going to the country, baby, I can't take you. I'm going to the country, baby, I can't take you. There's nothing up there a man like you could do.
The Daniel Pearl Education Center here at Temple B'nai Shalom is a different organization than the Daniel Pearl Foundation, but we'd be happy to speak with anybody who would like to get in touch with us and volunteer and help us out. Any donations are certainly more than welcome. They can get in touch with us here at Temple B'nai Shalom in East Brunswick. And then on November 21st, we're starting a lecture series here at the Temple from the Daniel Pearl Education Center. And the first speaker is a dentist from Atlanta, Georgia, who was actually expelled from his dental school in Emory Dental School in Atlanta in the 1950s solely because he was Jewish. And his story is quite compelling, and he's going to come and talk with us on Thursday night, November 21st.
in our schools brings us to East Brunswick High School. I'm here with Dr. Vanella, the principal of East Brunswick High School, to talk about some of the events leading up to homecoming. What are some of the events that you had this week, Dr. Vanella?
There were some exciting events that we held on a daily basis. We had the Battle of the Classes, where students were able to compete on different theme days. We also held a hall decorating contest on Wednesday evening, where each class worked prior weeks to design a theme and then worked together with maybe 40, 50, 60 students that came together to develop their own hall decorating. We then had a dance on Thursday evening, which was extremely well attended. The students had a great time. Then on Friday evening, we had our homecoming football game, and then it finished on Saturday evening, where we had our 31st annual marching band competition.
So, Dr. Vanella, did you participate in any of the activities, maybe some of the decorating?
Absolutely. All the administrators were at the decorating. We were also at the dance, and then it was great to go out and see our football team compete hard on Friday evening, as well as our band, which did a tremendous job on Saturday evening at the band competition.
Now, I know this week this was a lot of work, a lot of big activities, and who supports the students in those activities?
Well, I think the beauty of it is our entire East Brunswick community, from the parents to the staff and the students themselves. We had our student council representatives and their advisors help out. We also had the class advisors from each class, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And it was great to see everybody come together for a unified effort, and it really brought spirit back to the East Brunswick High School.
Now, do some of the sports teams do special things to get prepared for this, for the pep rally and things, and maybe some of their coaches or advisors?
Absolutely. We recognized at the pep rally on Friday, we recognized all of our sports teams. We also recognized our marching band, and we recognized our scholars who were recognized this year. So we recognized excellence in academic, athletics, and the arts.
And how do you get students involved who maybe aren't on a sports team? I know there was something with colors that the students wore to get everyone involved. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. Each day, every student was able to get involved in the theme of the day. They were also able to get involved with the decorating, as well as attending the dance and participating as spectators, part of our bear den at the football game Friday night. So it was great to see all students come involved in very different ways.
Thank you, Dr. Vanella, for sharing all those wonderful things with us, and we can see that there are many great things going on in East Brunswick.
Hi, I'm Sharon Riley Morosi, Assistant Director for the East Brunswick Department on Aging, and this is the Voice of Experience. Today I am here with Donna Falkenberry. Donna is the counselor in the Department on Aging, and I'm going to ask her some questions about Medicare's open enrollment. Donna, tell us about open enrollment. What's going on?
Okay, Medicare open enrollment is a time where anyone that's enrolled in Medicare has the opportunity to look at their coverage and decide if they want to make changes. It is also a time where if you are not enrolled in Medicare but are Medicare eligible, this is the time where you would want to look and possibly enroll if you can.
Why would someone want to change their Medicare or prescription coverage?
Well, generally speaking, it's financially driven. If the premiums are going up, or whether it's for your health insurance or for your prescription insurance, and you want to look at other alternatives, if your doctor is no longer going to be in your network, if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, there are changes within the system that don't work for you anymore, whether it's a financially driven or health driven. This is the opportunity where you can make those changes to fit your individual needs.
And when is Medicare open enrollment?
It's every year the same exact time, October 15th through December 7th. They chose Pearl Harbor Day as the date that's when it ends, and that gives the insurance companies the opportunity to enroll you, so your coverage will begin January 1st.
And how can someone get more information about this?
Well, here we have the SHIP counselor. SHIP is a state-sponsored program that assists people with Medicare. And in fact, our SHIP division they'll be coming here on November 18th at 10:30 for a special presentation to give you a general broad overview of the changes for 2014. And then if you want, to speak with an individualship counselor, then you can call the office to make an appointment, and then you can see someone that day after the presentation.
One more question. We've been hearing a lot about the Affordable Care Act. Does the Affordable Care Act have anything to do with Medicare open enrollment?
No, it does not. The Affordable Care Act is meant for uninsured, people in the United States that are uninsured currently. If you have Medicare, you have insurance, you do not need to change anything. If you want to change it, it is based on your needs under Medicare. It has nothing to do with the healthcare marketplace.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
If you would like more information about the open enrollment period for Medicare or any other programs available through the East Brunswick Department on Aging, then please call us at 732-390-6896. And please remember, the East Brunswick Department on Aging is here to help you and yours age successfully.
If you miss Dancing with the East Brunswick Stars live, then you'll want to tune in to EBTV. EBTV will be televising the event from November 2nd through November 24th on Sundays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. And be sure to check out our video on demand playlist at www.ebtv3.org. You can find this event and others now available in high definition. Here are some of the highlights, and be sure to catch Dancing with the East Brunswick Stars only on EBTV.